Donovan is like just really blossoming. In the last couple of weeks, and tonight he just
Was
kind of
that?
took
Sorry,
over.
I couldn't. Who's blossoming? You said.
I said Donovan's really blossoming in the
Donovan.
game the last couple of weeks, and he's kind of really taken over. What's he doing right out there, and what does it mean for you guys long term?
Well, we're not worried about long term right now. We're worried about each game, and that's one of the things Donovan's been. He's been locked in, possession by possession. I think his efficiency in pick and roll is something he takes great pride in. I thought his ability to get people involved and then pick his spots, particularly when he feels the game and not forcing himself on the game. So, Donovan, I think like our team, he just wants to get better, and, he's not going to be satisfied, and, improvement, we've talked about it. It's not linear, and you go through things, especially I think we forget sometimes that he's such a young player. Because really from his rookie year, he's been asked to do so much. So, you put yourself in that situation, and, you hold yourself accountable as much as anything. And, that's what he's done. And, you see it on the defensive end too. I told him that before the game. His presence defending is also something he's taken pride in. So I thought maybe a signature play in the game, frankly, late, they switched, a small pick and roll, and Rudy sprinted up from the baseline and got a good clean screen, and Donovan rose up and hit a three. So, those two guys being connected, is something I know the two of them, take pride in, and it's a big thing for our team.
Eric Walden, Salt Lake Tribune.
Hey, Quinn, you guys have been pretty excellent in third quarters all season long, and tonight, again, you put in 42 points on efficient shooting. What's kind of been the secret to coming out and being able to kind of turn it up so effectively after halftime?
Well, I think, our guys, they talk to each other, and, whether it's an adjustment, a general adjustment with the team, but more importantly, they're figuring stuff out amongst themselves, and those tiny things that they recognize and do, is something that I think helps us. And more than anything, I just think there's a pride in our level of focus, and that's something that you've seen. As much as the third quarter, I thought the way we started the game tonight, they were 6 for 7 out of the gate. We had a couple breakdowns, and we just didn't let that impact us. We started defending better, and that's the biggest key. We've come out and guarded either at the beginning of the game or the beginning of the third quarter. Tonight, we didn't do it at the beginning of the game, but we did it in the third quarter. And, I thought the only thing we fouled too much, but other than that, I thought we really kept our poise.
Ben Anderson, KSLSports.com.
Quinn, what did you see from Mie and his defense specifically?
He just works, it's something, whether it's 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 10 minutes, Mie's taken pride in, what he can do to help us win. And oftentimes that's taking a matchup. He's made some great plays on the offensive glass. I thought George as well. Sometimes rebounding is just, is will. And those types of plays, particularly from Mie, give us a big lift. And we got a few second chance points tonight. And that was really good to see.
Mark Medina, USA Today.
Hey, Quinn, where have you seen continuity go into play in the early success of this season? I mean, given the unique circumstances of this whole year.
Well, we've had a different path in that, we had a really new team last year, and trying to figure out, the way that we wanted to play, how we wanted to play together, different combinations. And then, Mike was out for a little bit. We traded for Jordan, and then the COVID situation hit, and we lost Boyan. So the continuity is something that our guys, I think, have committed to as much as it is. If you look at our roster, there's some key guys that have played together for a few years. But whether it's Boyan coming back this year, JC's taking great pride in this defense. I think the continuity, as much as anything, is this team wanting to develop an identity, that we can run and take our shots, but that we can also defend. And that's, to me, where the continuity shows up more than anything, is on the defensive end. And obviously, the identity of this group has evolved, and hopefully will continue to.
Last question, Tim Bontemps, ESPN.
Hey, Quinn, sort of along those lines, I know, like you said, you're a guy that always is focused on kind of what the day that's in front of you. But as you're in the middle of a run like this that you're in, and you're kind of seeing what your team is doing on a day-to-day basis, how does it feel to be able to see that identity kind of coming together as it is now and translating the way it is on the court on a daily basis?
Well, anytime you see a team kind of mold itself, for the players and the coaches, that's gratifying, whether you're winning or losing, a team that collectively tries to play a certain way and is committed to that. And I think that's what we have. And it's a group that isn't, concerned with our record, our win streak. Obviously we want to win. But I think the focus is really squarely on getting better. And, it's a challenge to do that when you're playing well, but there's always room, to improve. And I think these guys have really internalized that.
All right, that's it. Thank you, Coach.
Okay, thank you.